Yo, what is going on, you gassy gibble? Today I'm coming at you all with some Ogerpon box or Ogre box action. I'm sure a lot of you have never even seen or heard of this deck before. Before I jump into it though and break it all down, huge shout out to Matthew Hubbard, who piloted this deck to a 35th place at NAIC, and then more recently got second place at the biggest PTCG live tournament ever over on the Limitless tournament platform. So I took his list initially, and then made some changes from there. So the point of this deck is to use the Ogerpons. Besides the fire one, that one is kind of the worst out of the bunch, but we got Grass Ogerpon in here, of course, which is probably the most powerful of the Ogerpons, the Leaf Dance to accelerate energy to play, and the Myriad Leaf Shower as an attack that we utilize, mostly up against stuff like a Grimmsnarl and Charizard, of course. Then we have the Fighting Ogerpons in here with that Cornerstone stance. We can't be hit by Pokemon with abilities, specifically very powerful up against Golden Go right now. Besides Golden Go, we don't really get a ton of value out of these. I'm not going to lie, it's basically just for Golden Go at this point, it feels like. But definitely worth it because Golden Go is very good, and we kind of can't beat Golden Go without it. Then we got the Clefairies in here, 2 Clefairy EX, which we utilize to beat Dragapult, of course. And then we've got the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, which is a huge part of this deck, and specifically pretty powerful right now because people really aren't playing Shaman at a super high rate. Like sometimes Gardevoirs will have it, sometimes Dragapults will have it. Honestly, in the Dragapult matchup, it doesn't make that big of a difference if we don't have access to this because the Clefairies can win us the prize trade anyways. But if we go up against like a Charizard deck or a Gardevoir deck, most of them don't have Shaman right now. So we can win the prize trade through Wellspring Ogerpon in the early game, and then stuff like the Teal Mask Ogerpon in the mid-late game, stuff like that. So those are our attacking options. We got Ursaluna to close stuff out potentially, and also Mew can be utilized as an attacker as well, of course, because we can set all of these Pokemon up with Energy Switch. That's the main way that we set up for turn 1, turn 2, Wellspring Ogerpon, setting up into our Clefairies against the Dragapult, and even getting to a Genome hacking up against like Charizard, or it's actually really good against Dragapult as well, because you can like knock out Dragapult if we have Clefairy on our bench, with using Genome hacking to copy Dragapult's attack, and also knock out like a Duskull or a Badoo off their bench as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's how we do it with the E-Switches. E-Switch moves all of our energy around from the Teal Mask Ogerpons to set up our other attackers. For the other Pokemon here, for draw support, I mentioned the Mew. We also have a Fez, of course, and then Squawkabilly sometimes for the early game. Not all the time, but sometimes. Latias for the mobility, of course, and then Iron Bundle as the Disruption Pokemon with the Hyper Blower. It's pretty good. Yeah, the Iron Bundle is pretty good. For the supporter lineup, I will mention the main cards that Matthew had in here previously that I cut was Bravery Charms that are didn't feel like I was getting a ton of value out of them. They're pretty good against Dragapult, but a lot of Dragapult players play like a 1-of Jamming Tower right now, and this deck doesn't play any Stadiums, but even if we did play Stadiums, they could always just like play the Jamming Tower the turn they're attacking into the Pokemon with the Bravery Charms. So I just felt like I was getting like no value out of the Bravery Charms, so I cut those for a 4th Research and a 4th Ultra Ball, I believe, from his original list, or the list he used most recently to get second in the online tournament I mentioned. So if you're looking to try out what he was playing, then you could try the Bravery Charms out instead of the Research and the Ultra Ball. Also, we had a basic Psychic over the 4th Prism, but so far I haven't really missed the basic Psychic, and I've really liked the 4th Prism, so there's that as well. But yeah, supporter lineup: 4 Research, 3 Boss's Orders, 3 Iono, and 1 Penny. I know the 1 Penny might seem a little bit weird, but you actually use it a lot, and that would definitely be something to consider trying out more of, would be another Penny. Not only do you use it to reset Pokemon that have a lot of damage built up on them, or getting like certain liabilities out of play, it also helps play around stuff like Maractus, which isn't a huge deal in this deck, to be honest, because even if we have something like Latias in play, we can attack with it with the Eon Blade, now thanks to Prism Energy. Previously, when he played the deck at NAIC, it was with Luminous Energy, which means you wouldn't be able to attack with something like Eon Blade, but now that we have Prism Energy, for anyone who doesn't know, Prism Energy is basically a rainbow energy. It's an energy of any type. It's a special energy card, and it can only be attached to basic Pokemon to get that effect. Otherwise, it's a colorless energy. Unlike Luminous Energy, which could be attached to anything, but if there was 2 special energy or another special energy attached alongside the Luminous Energy, it became effectively a colorless energy. So Prism Energy, definitely an upgrade for this deck, because it allows you to have multiple Prism Energy on like a Clefairy, and you can still use that Full Moon Rondo for the... well, you can attack with the attack, which also allows us to use stuff like Eon Blade, where normally if you had 2 Luminous or Luminous in the Legacy Energy on the Latias, things would, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. That's not how it works. So we got the Prism Energy in here, which is pretty good. But yeah, the Penny, been pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie, from helping pick up damaged Pokemon to honestly just fixing our bench, mostly Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly, we gotta use it. We gotta play it. We have too many opening dead hands where we would just lose the game if Squawkabilly wasn't in the deck. But then later on in the mid-late game, it's a big liability, not in terms of it being a 2-prizer in play that it's easy for our opponent to KO, because that's most of our Pokemon, but more so losing access to that bench space is really, really bad. So 2nd Penny in here, honestly, something worth probably trying out. Haven't gotten around to it yet myself, but something to consider if you're looking for something else to further test. 4 E-Switch, of course, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Earthen Vessel, to Night Stretcher. This is actually a card that he mentioned specifically when I was making changes and cutting the Bravery Charms. He was like, a card that is pretty high value in the deck is Night Stretcher, and I definitely found that with the games that I played, that Night Stretcher was a card that I was constantly looking for and trying to utilize, so that would be something else to try out. Maybe cut into the Ultra Ball, or maybe probably not energy, maybe an Ultra Ball, maybe an energy, but trying out a third Night Stretcher seems to definitely be worthwhile. 2 Terra Orb. These are actually really, really good in this deck because they're effectively more Nest Balls. Nest Ball is really good, so if you could play more Nest Balls, that's really good. Of course, they can only find Terra Pokemon, which does limit it to the Water Pond and the Grass Pond and the Fighting Pond. Fighting Pond's not great. Water Pond's good in the early game. Grass Pond is really, really good, though. So being able to find the Grass Pond, the Teal Mask here through the Terra Orbs frees up our Nest Balls to then go find stuff like Squawkabilly or Clefairy or Mew or Pheasantipity or stuff like that. So another thing really cool about the Terra Orbs is it doesn't put the Pokemon on the bench. It puts it in our hand, which can be a big deal for the Ogre's Mask because it allows us to use Terra Orb to get a Water Pond or a Grass Pond or whatever. Then we can Earth and Vessel it away or Ultra Ball it away, and then use the Ogre's Mask to then recover that Ogerpon and switch it out with one of our Ogerpons in play that might have more energy on it, and then allow us to use the attacks of that Ogerpon. Because the Ogre's Mask takes one of our Pokemon EX in play, or in our discard pile that has Ogerpon in its name, and switches it with one of our Pokemon EX in play that has Ogerpon in its name. So we can go from a Grass Ogerpon that has 2 Grass energy on it that we built up with the Teal Dance, and turn that into a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, and then attach a Prism Energy for turn, and then use the Torrential Pump out of nowhere and completely take our opponent by surprise and take over games. And that's the main use for this card, is mostly to turn the Teal Mask Ogerpons into Wellspring Mask Ogerpons, so you can Torrential Pump more consistently throughout the game. It's easy to get off that like first Torrential Pump, especially if we have 2 turns to set it up. Like if we go first, attach for turn to Wellspring, pass to our opponent, and then turn 2, attach again, plus E-switch 1 energy from one of our Teal Masks over to it. Boom, Torrential Pump, we're cooking. But from there, if this gets knocked out and we want to Torrential Pump again, or Torrential Pump later in the game, it can be kind of tough to set up, but that's where the Ogre's Mask comes in, because if we have like 2 Teal Masks in play in the early game and they're building up energy throughout the game, at some point, once one of our Wellspring Mask Ogerpons gets to the discard pile, we can turn our Teal Mask into the Wellspring and then just attach a Prism Energy or the Legacy Energy for turn. And then we're Torrential Pumping all over again. All right, that was a lot of Ogerponing. And then finally, the ace spec of the deck is the Legacy Energy. I wasn't 100% sold on this when I started playing games with it, because like we can play 4 Prisms. That seems good enough. Do we really need more Rainbow Energies? The answer is no. We don't really need more Rainbow Energies. But the prize offset that Legacy Energy provides is a huge deal in a ton of situations, namely up against matchups like Charizard and Raging Bolt, where it makes a massive difference from our opponent having to KO the Pokemon that is fully set up with the Legacy Energy, leading to them only drawing 1 prize card instead of 2 on a 2 prize Pokemon, offsetting the prize shard and giving us like 2 more turns instead of just 1 more turn to find a way to close out the game. So I was really impressed by the Legacy Energy and how much the prize trade is affected by the Legacy Energy, or by our opponent drawing 1 less prize card. Because when I initially looked at this deck, I was like, I don't know, Prime Catcher seems like it could be pretty good in here. Maybe that would be worth doing, but yeah, Legacy Energy has actually been super, super sick. I'm sure some of you are like, well, what about something like Secret Box and adding Area Zero? Or Area Zero in general is probably a card you guys are questioning its lack of inclusion in the deck, especially when I made such a big deal about penning up our Squawkabilly to regain bench space. I don't think it's worth the space in here. It's something probably worth experimenting with if you want to spend the time trying that out. But you have to play like a pretty high count of it into like at least 2 or 3 to be able to find it early enough for it to make a difference. But I think probably just focusing on dealing with a smaller bench is higher value than the bench space we would gain from then all of a sudden trying to include Area Zeros and the consistency we'd have to cut from the deck to include those Area Zeros. So you could give it a try if you want the Area Zeros, but overall, I think with 5 bench, we can make it work pretty well, and we don't need access to more bench spaces very often. So yeah, give it a shot if you want to, but yeah, I think it's probably unnecessary. I did mention being able to use the penny to free up a bench space is really, really nice. But besides that, if Squawkabilly doesn't come into play, I feel like I'm rarely, if ever, hurting for more bench Pokemon. All right, that's it. That's the deck. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Do I ever Ogerpon them? I don't think so, right? So just get this guy. I want to get to the 1 prize. I didn't even check for Squawk, actually. Well, if there's no Squeezy here, we're just screwed. What matchup are the Bravery Charms for? I guess this guy sucks in this matchup. We can get rid of him. Price 2 grass. Oh, I guess I could just hard retreat. I don't need. In my head, I was thinking I like needed Latios. I don't need Latios. Latios would be fine. Oh, but do they play Iron Bundle? Every time is good for Pult and Terapagos. Don't worry about that guy though. So just Pult. Likely. I think it's likely that they play. Oh, it only plays 1/1 prize. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, okay, never mind. Why didn't I attach return though? You win? Oh shoot! Oh my! Oh, I'm clicking retreat. Ah no! All right, we'll get him next year. It's fine. Arbitrary anyways. How are they gonna poison donk you? Poison donk it. They're just gonna bonk me. Wait, what the heck? What are they even playing? What if we leave bundle on the bench? So if they bundle us, we can push it. True. Oh shoot! You with the Prism Energy build, you can play the moon in there now. Hold up. So this means Prism works now? I assume so. Yeah. We'll see though. I guess. All right, so this is not what I expected to be against, to be honest. I thought they were just playing like a moon deck. So I don't actually know. We'll see how this goes. I would definitely play this differently if I knew it was this deck. Actually, would I have? Probably not. So which of your chatters is the most schizo slash coldest take slash most annoying? You. That ain't poison? No, definitely not poison. It's Armor Rouge. So I know how I'm getting 2 prize cards, but how do I get the rest of my prize cards here? Oh! It's left in the active? What? Hello? I could just Ursaluna twice. That's probably the play, to be honest. Wait, what's on the bottom of my deck? Okay. Sure. Oh, wait, maybe I did want to shuffle the deck there, actually. I may be trolling. I mean, Legacy's kind of chill here, I guess. Or you switch to Night Stretcher. I should have played this. Oh, wait. No, wait. Yeah, I did mess up. Honestly, sure. I think it's fine. Draw the extra card with the Mew. Why not? Why not? Why not? If they KO my oh wait, we have Clefairy. Clefairy's a good attacker in this matchup too. What the heck? He'd be bonking. Wait, Clefairy just actually just destroys him. What the heck? This is a nuke. Oh my gosh. We'd be nuking. I didn't even think about that. Penny versus Churro? Oh, there's only basics in this deck. And getting energy in the discard pile isn't something we want to do. So Penny makes sense. Can't Interruptors kind of wall you. Good. We have Ogerpon and Ursaluna though, so I can't do it infinitely. Unfortunately, we only have one boss left. So this game, like this game specifically. Oh, gee, who? Oh, that's kind of rude. Wait. I could have water ponded them, right? Maybe I should have water ponded instead and just KO'd their thing. Would that have been better, actually? Would have been kind of slow. I probably would have been too slow, actually. It probably would have been too slow. There's a couple different ways I can play this. I guess I can just like KO the Chi Yu here, and that would be fine. But we do have some options here. I can actually double KO these. All right, let me play this. The Fez. I want to play the Ultra Ball, but I don't even know what I'd Ultra Ball away. I get rid of the Water Pond and the Psychic. I don't think I'd play this differently. I think I'm just gonna draw the Fez first and see what we get. One E-switch. I'm at a vessel, so I think I attached a basic Psychic here, right? Oh, the West Ring was the prize you took? It was. But I could have done this differently. I could have done it differently. I could have like kept the, well, maybe I couldn't have kept the mask actually. I forgot what my last turn looked like. I don't remember. It's fine. We can bring it up in the active and trap it, I guess, but I can get the Latios back, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we're chilling, we're chilling. We should set up 2 more attackers and we just win the game. We have Ursaluna in play, so it should be over. I didn't really think about Clefairy as like a really strong attacker in this matchup, but I mean, they gave us Area 0. But I guess even if they just filled their bench, it was still, actually, no, it wasn't really an option. Everything has like 230 HP over there, besides like the smaller stuff. But I guess it could have been an option for like a boss KO. And then Ursaluna to close after we got the first 2 on the moon. Why they trolled by leaving the moon in the active. I gotta remember the well, I didn't expect the Chi Yu until it happened, right? Like I didn't even think about Chi Yu, and then I got Chi Yu, and I was like, oh shoot, Chi Yu. That's a guy. That's a dude. Fish. This doesn't make any sense. Wait, does he like live in magma? Controls flames burning at over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It casually swims through the sea of lava it creates by melting rock and sand. So it's literally just destroying the world, or It's creating the lava pools just by existing, and as it continues to exist, it'll eventually just destroy the world. Cool. It's really cool. Glad you exist. That's great. Would you add an area 0 to this deck? No. Average Pokemon lore? Yeah. Average Pokemon lore is a card that is literally stronger than Superman in some way. Are they actually going to Torrential Pump here? No. I mean, this is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. So do you think the Numerion deck is good in this format? Not sure yet. The deck got a lot better, but I don't know if I would say it's good. Stretch into Latias, retreat, dub. Oh my, you're right. I threw. What the heck? How did I forget about that? This might have been their only win condition, to be honest. I don't know if I fault them for going with this. Win caution. Might be the only win caution here. Who knows? Like against Golden Go, we probably choose first now, for sure. But I don't know what I'm up against here. So second on average, second blind, but against Golden Go, I think I'd go first for sure. That deck can be a lot harder to cheese, and getting turn 1 Waterpon is not very likely. Why isn't there a water energy in here to be able to find it with Vessel for Waterpon? Or are we just assuming we see enough cards in enough time to not care? Careful with playing Fez. It won't allow me to use its ability or choose which Pokemon to attack earlier today. Not sure if they fixed it. I used one in the past. I always see enough cards though. That's fair. But you like the psychic energy instead of the fourth instead of like a fourth prism, you still like having the basic psychic though. Even though like Pulse is like well, I guess Clefairy is just kind of a good attacker in general. But I feel like attacking with Waterpon is more pressing than Clefairy on average. Like you lose the window more quickly. We could actually just attack with the Fighting Pawn here, possibly. For Prism with Luminous, I wanted a Psychic for niche times to hit with Latias. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. You can use Latias aggressively and not be worried about your opponent sticking in the active. That's cool for sure. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll try. I'll try cutting the basic Psychic for just another Prism. Yeah, I mean, I just want basics here, but I don't want to put a bunch of energy in my discard pile either, so we just have to. Oh, it's insane. It's crazy. I prized 2 nest balls as well. Ogerpon. We're definitely KOing. I mean, we're probably just going pawn, move the energy over. So I could Earthen Vessel away this, just get 2 more grass. Pawn, cycle pawn. So I should just like Iron Bundle now. I could have waited for more information, I guess. They're always going to push the Torchic anyways. Ooh, alright, chill. Depending on what I draw as well, I could go for Latias. Oh. Alright, so about that. Do I just E-switch active then? This makes things so weird. Huh. I prize Latias. Huh. That means I should probably just try to attack through the active, right? Draw into one of those, double E switch. Dude, that makes it so much harder to attack. I don't have a choice, right? I don't have a choice. I have to hit Penny, otherwise, yeah. Alright, I'm trying to like find a better play. No, I don't think there's one. I think it's just unfortunate. Alright, Penny. Hold up. Pretty good. Actually, Mew would have been a possibility here, but I don't think it's worth like overextending for. Did you play one S12 for us? I prized one. No, I had played one in deck, so I prized two. What was the reason for these again? Dragapult? Dragapult was one of the reasons. I guess it could matter in this matchup. Just make things tanky. Oh, on a Clefairy, I guess it's kind of sick, right? Makes him work like super hard. I guess we can just like sit here and pawn while we set up. I mean, going for like a water pawn play would be cool, but it's not necessary. I guess the way we'd get to a water pawn here would be to go pawn into pawn or something like that. I could just, I don't really want to Ultra Ball here though. I could Ultra Ball for a Clefairy. And just attach it, because I just need to deal with this thing. Like, this thing already deals with, like, everything else by himself. He's gonna solo the whole squad. Also, getting this down the Clefairy now would be pretty good. Ooh, Penny up to Squawk out of play just to remove it. Thing's garbage. I don't like that. Also gives me a bench space. That's pretty high value there. Man, let's fully see what we get here. Could we get freaky? It's not looking freaky enough. I don't think we're getting too freaky here. Freak potential is low. That's fine though. We just get a Deuterino down. I'm not gonna commit the Pheasantipity yet though. I think I need to. I don't like bench locking myself when my opponent doesn't have to draw prize cards to play the game. Iron Bundle here. Iron Bundle, Iron Bundle, Iron Bundle. Well, we have Clefairy that responds to this. If I use Iron Bundle here, they definitely push Draclo because they have to, the chicken's more important here. But the chicken can't even hit this. What's this thing weak to? Water? Getting through this thing actually might be a little bit annoying. KOing the Monkey Dory is honestly not bad though. Especially when I have Clefairy set up to respond to this guy. I'm just gonna swing. Wellspring for 200. True, we could Wellspring at some point. I got rid of one of the masks though. Appreciate the Prime sub there. Gunmo. Also appreciate the 4 months there. Pizza Boy. Listen here, Pizza Boy. So can you build a Cinderace deck? No. Killing the monkey there. Oh, wait, what? The chicken? What? Wait, did I know this? Wait, this was in play last turn. What the fuck? Dude, when was this in play? Am I losing my mind? When did that thing come into play? I thought that was a I thought it was a Combuskin. Oh, they TM Evo. Dude, I didn't know it. I thought it was a Combuskin. I literally thought it was a Combuskin on the bench. Dude, these chickens, man. Not very chill. Actually can't want it. I could actually win this turn. It's just very unlikely. 6 HP left. Night Stretcher. But it is possible. We can go for it. We definitely play for the win. And whether or not we get there is the question. It's unlikely, but we'll try to make it work. Waterpon double E-switch. There's one mask left. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? I can also just boss KO the Dracloak. We gotta go for it, right? Gotta go for it. Send it, send it, send it. Or just have this guy prepped to be able to respond to a Dragapult deck. Oh wait, they have no bench Pokemon. Hold up, hold up. They have nothing on their bench. They have nothing on their bench. All right, no. I'm just boss KOing this thing. Screw it. Doing this. I like this way more. Don't throw the masks, dude. Dude, don't tell me what to do. I don't misplay. So that means whatever you say that was the opposite of what I did means you're throwing. Stop throwing. Lock in. Oh, shoot. The squad's back. The squad's back. Is it not bugged anymore? They fixed it, yeah. They went with reversal boss now. Oh, dude, am I playing around with reversal boss here, though? You're wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They do actually win with reversal boss there. You ain't gonna catch me playing around that though. That's cringe. I'm kind of scared though. Second reversal boss? No. This is so weird. The bosses are just like not good. I want to KO this chicken. Yeah, I want to play for the KO on the... Yeah, so I just reset for one. I want to KO this chicken. This chicken's scary. Oh my... Now it's dead. The only good chicken is a dead chicken. Maybe we should have done it the other way around, to be honest. It's fine. Like, attach the prism, shovel the prism back. They could, now they could have Candy Blaziken Reversal Energy Counter Catcher. Wait, dude, the chicken's kind of lit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the chicken's pretty lit. Being able to do that in a, well... Does that matter that you can do that in a Dragapult deck? Who really cares, right? Yeah. But that's pretty lit. Chicken's lit. There's just like a double chicken deck. 2 chickens. But I've somehow had like one more energy in play. Not on the active, on like the Ogerpon. Okay, we're chilling. Get motivational on this next turn too. All right, I have a 5-card hand. So if it's Iono's, they should Iono me here because I have 5 cards. It's just +1, right? They get to conserve their resources. Dude, that'd be so cringe to like hold this hand though and be like, I'm just gonna keep this hand and I don't Iono next turn. It is still actually, is this winnable? I'm not sure. Motivate to Cruel Arrow? Yo! The Motivate to Cruel Arrow is genius. You're cooking now, buddy. Holy smokes, he's really on one with that. Alright, let's get motivational out here. I actually was not going to do that. I'm not going to lie. So shout out to chat for cheating for me and boosting my ELO to untold numbers. Why no squawk? Because we just stay seasoned. No time to squawk. So what's your favorite type of chicken? Hot chicken for sure. It's not even close to... But that should be everyone's favorite type of chicken. Like, could you really have another... Like do you count like chicken fettuccine... Like fettuccine Alfredo with chicken? Like, does that count? I don't think that counts. I think there's only one correct answer. If you don't say hot chicken, you're just wrong. So, like, favorite wing sauce? Honestly, my go-to is definitely buffalo. Like, when I go to a wing place, if I get multiple different ones, I always get buffalo, and then sometimes I'll try some different ones. It's just buffalo, though. Butter chicken? Sesame chicken? Hot chicken's better than all those. I guess those are kinds of chicken, to be honest, though. Orange chicken. Hot chicken's better for sure. I guess those kind of chickens count for sure. I feel like chicken fettuccine alfredo doesn't count though. That's not like a kind of chicken. It's just adding chicken to the thing is fettuccine alfredo. It is better with like chicken in it, but garlic parm wings. Bro, I actually don't like garlic. Well, hold up. I need to try other places that have garlic parm wings. The garlic parm wings at Wingstop are terrible. They are so bad. If that is it, if that's peak garlic parm wings, they're just not good. But I'm assuming there's better out there. Yeah, I have to assume that better exists. Because if that's it, dude, what are we doing? Wingstop don't count? Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll assume better exists. Buffalo Wild Wings, garlic parm greater than... Dude, Buffalo Wild Wings just sucks. That's the thing. Garlic parm at Wingstop sucks, but Buffalo Wild Wings is actually just... The only reason to go to Buffalo Wild Wings is to watch a sports game that's on. That's it. The food there is so bad. It's cheap? I don't even think that's true. I don't even think Buffalo Wild Wings is cheap. They do buy one, get one. Oh, sure. If you go for any of the specials, that's a good excuse to go, to be honest. That's a good excuse to go. I'm always down for that being a reason to go, to be honest. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. I am down for that. I maybe should have benched Latios. I did kind of foresee this happening. I maybe should have benched Latios. I don't really want to bench one of these things. Although these things do survive. Oh, maybe I should, because this survives Ursaluna. Not going to commit it yet. I probably should have benched Latios when I retreated the Squawk. I probably should have hard retreated the energy off it so that way Nitrator had access to energy. But I should have gone hard retreat Squawk to put the energy in the discard pile. So that way I can Nitrator for it later. But then I should have benched Latios to prevent further bringing up of the Squawk. Well, this is definitely a situation. I mean, I'm just going to sit here and they're going to eventually Ursaluna me. So that's what we have to like prepare for. The eventual Ursaluna. I am currently not very prepared for that at all. I'm just not prepared to deal with Ursaluna. I could bench this guy. This guy can't be Ursaluna, so. See, I should have put Latios in play. I'm actually getting punished here. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Help me. Nice. All right, I don't want to leave myself with no bench Pokemon. I think I'm going to bench this. I think I am going to put one of these down as well. If I get Iono next turn, I want to feel more confident to potentially KO to go in Ursaluna range. Oh, true. They did have the Dusknoir set up on the Squawk ability as well. So yeah, Penny's perfect there. This is actually better than Waterpawn, to be honest. Because... well, it depends on their setup, I guess, right? It depends what Waterpawn is KOing. But leaving their Badoo in play is great. It depends on what tempo... That's how aggressively we get the Waterpawn and what it's KOing. If it's KOing 2 Dreepies, that's like pretty good. But if they have like a low Dreepy count to start off with, the Fez snipe just over and over is like so much pressure. I wonder if we'll draw a supporter here. Uh-oh. But they can't use it yet, though. They can't use it yet. They could bench it and attach to it, though. But they are down 5 energy. Holy. Why don't you play the Brave Charm on Fez? Well, they still had... Oh, I didn't think about this happening. Oh, I'm gonna lose. I'm cooked. I forgot they could pop that thing. Well, if I had, they would have just targeted whatever I had Bravery Charm, so. Uh-oh. As long as they have an Iono to go with it, but I'm kind of assuming that's happening here. Oh! All right, how many mobility cards do we think they play? This is not good. Oh! So we have this thing. Ogerpon also slows things down here a little bit. All right, this is kind of scary. We're in trouble. Sob is nutty here. True, Sob is nutty. Oh, because they have the Latias to retreat, and then they could get Neo upper plus. Yeah. Okay, Sobin's good. But they might play a switch. If they play Latias, they probably don't play the switch, right? Probably not. I mean, either way, I think I just have to do this up. Oh, giving up a Prism, though? I don't even know if I have 2 grass in the deck. All right, let's go for it. Oh, I still have the Psychic in there. Okay. We probably leave that in there, though. I bet they play Turo, though. It depends how thick of a Dusknoir line they have. They have a pretty thick Dusknoir line. I doubt they play Turo. Turo is usually in other builds. I feel like this build, yeah, normal build usually doesn't have the Turo, so I'm not really too scared of Turo here. I don't think I'd do anything else, right? I should definitely keep the bench space open. Sob them. Do we run no stadium cards? Yeah, there's no stadiums, no stadiums in here. No schmadiums. You could have arrowed again? Not quite. But I don't think I'd want to. I mean, everything to Fez snipe. Oh, but if I think they don't have switch, I actually could have won. But I couldn't arrow. I'd be a card short. Okay. All right, we're very close to being able to win. We're not there yet, though. Not quite. This thing can attack this turn. Toss up Lattice and Sob till you win? That's what I'm thinking, yeah. How many Luminous do they have left? But I can... I care about benching this. I kind of do, right? I don't really want to put this on my bench. I could win the game if I boss this and then Mew. I could go play, and then I could Mew into Latias and win. Well, that's not worth doing, right? Wait, I guess sobbing the monkey is the same thing. Oh no, no, I'd have to sob. Oh no, I'd have to bring up. Oh no, I have to bring up the track log. Okay, so we would just commit to this. And then we just draw one. Keep the resources. Well, I don't need the water pump, but I want to bench it. Yeah. Yeah, this is correct, I think. Did you have game by Boss Loke and Trunchel Pump the Badoo? Nope. I also could have Trunchel Pumped the Monkey Dory, but I didn't have a way to move my Pheasantipity without using the energy. The play I could have done, Saab Latias. Does it actually make a huge difference? They can't Cruel Arrow anymore. Yeah, they can't Cruel... Oh, one Night Stretcher. No, they probably could, actually. They probably could. I think I just want the mobility here. I should probably put this somewhere. I actually just don't know where this should go, though. Ursaluna KO my Fez. Dragon Ball Punch my Fez. Dragon Ball Punch my Fez spread. I would want... Ooh, wait, that could be weird. I think I just hold it. I think I'm just gonna hold it. Makes no difference stadium in play. Oh, true. Yeah. I guess I just hold so I can Ultra Ball it away with the Nest Ball if I top deck an Ultra Ball. Yeah. Alright, sure. Yeah, I guess it just doesn't matter because the Jam Tower's not going anywhere. Throw attack with Ursa. I mean, that'd be fine. We just would clap back. You're free and clear from it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just win. They have 4 energy in the discard pile, 1 Night Stretcher left if they play the 4 Night Stretcher, which most of these builds do, I feel like. So they could go Night Stretcher for 1 energy, 5. I don't think they... Yeah, now we're chilling. Wrong. Ooh, Cruel Arrow, baby. Ooh, don't mind if I do. I was on Lugia V-Star in this meta. Ooh, that's broken with Prism Energy now. Oh my gosh. Can the deck be stopped? Probably not. It's probably broken. Can you imagine if Lugia didn't rotate and we had Prism Energy with Lugia? That'd be so sick. Would I have gained anything else? That's it, right? Nothing else. So you still kind of have the trouble of like getting the chop set up. Oh, one house. Losing a Prism Energy is pretty cringe, but it's fine. Not actually that bad. That's kind of annoying. Actually, I can just hold the hand. Damn, this Fez about to be prismed up like that, bro? What the heck? Literally Aurora Energy. Well, Aurora Energy was way better because it would discard cards in their hand. Ignition Energy on Lugia would be funny. Ooh, true. You could run 1 Ignition. It allow you to attack with the chops and what's it called as well. They need to add dark mode to the UI. Would definitely be nice, yes. They can play an expanded, no. I mean, sure. I don't think... Wait, what's going on here? I don't think Lugia needs... I don't think Lugia would play Prism Energy. Wait, what do you mean? They already have it in expanded. Oh, what the fuck is this, bro? That is so cringe. All right. Well, huh. Pretty rude. Dude, nobody plays this in Lugia. Bolt. It's an unexpected turn of events. I don't quite know how to approach the situation, I'm not gonna lie. Clefairy? Do I own their 2-card hand? Ooh. Oh, I could Cruel Arrow the Latios. Actually, that does set up for like a potential Water Pond play later. And I really do not want to Iona them, so let's just do this. Oh, but then they KO my Fez. Oh no, I got this. Nice. Nice. We're sniping them. I really just did not want to Iona them there. I don't know. That might have been a misplay though. And I'll be back. So what, second energy would go hard? True. Alright, we draw out of these. I think they would run Turo. Yeah, Penny would go kind of crazy here. I'm thinking of getting the third Ogerpon just to like maximize cycling. Penny. Oh, dude, that is insane. That is so good here. I can actually move it off of this guy. Oh, I should have drawn with Mew first there. Dude, oh my gosh. The Penny feels like cheating there. The Penny there is actually insane. That's actually insane. Just absolutely absurd. What are you doing with that? Why are you doing that? Chill out, chill out. Can't be serious here. You think Mega Dragonite is going to be playable? I don't know. I don't concern myself with things that haven't happened yet. Don't know, don't care, lock in. don't even know what I'm looking for here, to be honest. It's boss, but it's fine. Probably just hold this one, right? Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 2 vessel left, so I want to be able to use vessel for energy to be able to turn that into draw power, I guess. If we could fit second penny, would we play it? It seems so good. It's been pretty high value, to be honest. Quite a few times. I don't hate the idea of a second penny. Honestly, if every Dragon Bolt deck has Jamming Tower, what if we just cut the Bravery Charms? The Bravery Charms have been super low value so far. Wall Shaman, West Ring 3 price angle. Oh, I kind of forgot about that. Oh, I don't have a... Oh. Do I? No, I didn't put the Waterpon in here. Oh, I didn't have a choice. Yeah, the Bravery Charms have been super low value. Maybe we can just cut the Bravery Charms. I forgot Latias. Wait, how'd that 100 damage get on the... Oh, hitting that Latias for 100 damage is actually pretty relevant, to be honest, the more I think about it. All right. Yeah, a couple of different plays that could be made here. We'll see how things go. Waterpon play is available. No, flip because I don't. Boss is on the top. Well, actually, I don't know how many boss are left. Hold up. I have a boss left. Arm saved you this game? No, they have Jamming Tower. What? I didn't do anything this game, did it? Oh, it saved the Fez. True. It did save the Fez. For a turn. Yeah, you're not lying. Wait, what the heck was on the bottom of my deck? Wellspring. Oh, there's an E-switch on the bottom, though. The E-switch being on the bottom. I want to keep like all options open. This is actually weird. This is weird. I can't. Oh, I can give up this. Okay, I can give up that. Giving up Ursaluna feels weird though. How many nitrogen do I have left? How do I play this? I kind of want to grab the Waterpon and discard it with the vessel, but maybe I just go grab this. Can they win next turn? No. I just punch them with a ogre, to be honest. Well, I could have like gone more all in for the Ogerpon play, which kind of sucked. I didn't have like an extra Pokemon search card to, because I wanted to like vessel away the Waterpon, then mask this guy into the Waterpon. Oh shoot! Wait. Okay, we don't lose. I was like, oh wait, shoot! Can they win with Monkey Dory here? And I've been watching a lot of your videos, and I'm finally gonna commit to getting into competitive Pokemon. Any good decks? I'm playing the Joltik deck, unsure how good it is. I am also unsure how good it is in this metagame, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of good decks. You can't go wrong with most things. Generally, the deck I recommend to people is Golden Go. And it's also just really, really good right now. So Golden Go would be my recommendation. Okay, we can make the play happen this turn now. But the thing's on the bottom of the deck now, right? Yeah, well, there's one mask on the top, there's one on the bottom. I also have to find a way to discard this thing. Or get double E-switch, which is possible, but unlikely. If you E-switch got shuffled to the bottom, wouldn't you need to shuffle that in the deck before drawing with Fez and Teal Mask? It would decrease my odds of getting this play off, though, and I was only a boss away from that play. So I could have... Wait, let me read let's look at the item again. Yeah, because if I just drew boss there, I just won. There was no boss on the bottom of my deck. So I think I sequenced it correctly. The situation. Let's just draw with this first and see what we get. Oh boy. What is my win condition here? How are we winning this game? Well, I have to do the play, right? I have to do the Waterpon play to win. Yes, no, maybe. Sure. Shaman could get stuck, Dracula could get stuck. Which one's more likely to get stuck? Doesn't really matter, right? I guess I'd rather have this in the active, maybe. Let me cycle with this guy first. Yeah. Oh, dude, I just don't whiff, man. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but... No way. Why is it doing... Dude, this is in... That's agonizing. This is pain. But this is also pain for my opponent. That is painful, bro. That is so painful. That was so painful to use right there. Kind of cool. It was just so slow. It was just so slow. Like one energy at a time being played, like off to the top. Like 1, 2. That's really cool. To be honest, one of my favorite things. All right. Well, I don't know what they're playing. Do I go for the Waterpon setup? I feel like I go for the Waterpon setup because, like, yeah, I don't know what they're playing, right? Waterpon is best as soon as possible, and if it turns out they're playing a deck that Waterpon is good against, then I want to have Waterpon out there. And if they're playing, I mean, it's hard to be playing a deck that Waterpon's bad against. Waterpon's kind of just good. Let's just grab Waterpon against Grim. We don't know it's Grim though, right? We just know it's Monkey Dory. Yeah. Dude, you have to check for Rocket's Mimikyu. True. Against Grim, you want a board of like just 3 Ogerpon, 2 teal, 1 water. Just be annoying. Worst case scenario, you can hit him with a Saw block. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, of course. Charizard. Nah, they're cooked on this one. I'm about to body them. They're going to draw TM Evo here, too. I'm still going to farm them. We need to find that bundle, though. Bundle's the biggest we need. Is this deck competitive? It seems pretty decent, to be honest. Yeah. It's like one of those decks where, like, I've not played with it enough, and there's not enough results for it to me, like, lean on the results to be, like, Really... Okay, I was kind of trolling with the TM Evo grab. Chill out. I don't know. It seems pretty good to me. It seems solid. We have solid lines against most decks, it seems like. So yeah, seems pretty good. It feels like it's a deck that's never really gonna catch on though. I don't like expect a lot of people to start playing this deck or anything like that. I should be a little bit more thorough with this here. Have this guy. I guess I can always just run to Iron Bundle if I whiff, right? We stay not whiffing. You know what it is. You know what it is. All right, hit him with the bungle. What do they push? Dreepy, and we go KO Charmander, KO Dreepy probably. Or do I actually just set up Ogerpons and KO? Oh no, if I KO if I KO this, they literally can't attack next turn. Okay, yeah, never mind. Thought I had like a genius idea. I was like, oh, I'm a genius. This is huge. This is a big deal. Sleep on the love sheet. This deck does play Badoo. Them Badooing us next turn would be pretty reasonable, to be honest. Actually, I don't really like that guy anyways. I already cycled both these though, right? Yeah. I think I want to conserve my... Yeah, because I want to be able to get back into this guy and then have this guy attack. Oh, I could KO the Dracloak, but then I should have split my grasses. Yeah, let's go with this guy. Yeah. But I think this is the better play, though. I will say, I think this is the better play overall. But I could have split my grass energy and then gone after the Dracloak instead. Like, because I mean, yeah, the most they can do is like 70 damage this turn, which I'm not really scared of. I usually split grass to keep Zardkill on board. Well, if I'm KOing the only Charmander in play, though, I'm going to attack with this guy next turn. So I don't want them split, right? Because if I get Iono this turn, I just need one grass to be able to attack with this thing again. We have time to recover to like be able to represent that board state or get that board state on board. Would you recommend Terrabox as someone who used to one-trick Lost Box? No. I mean, that's just not how I think about like how I would never like recommend someone a deck based on another deck. Basically, all decks are different. Is how like I just don't think about decks that way. So no, but if you think I would recommend this deck if you think it looks cool. If you look at this deck and you're like, ooh, that looks like a cool deck, then I would say, yeah, go for it. I would say that you should look at the game that way in general. Terrabox is horrible this format. I assume they're talking about this deck, not actually Terrabox. They're just calling this deck's Terrabox. That is my assumption. But you also might think this deck is terrible too. How many Pokemon do I want right here? Clefairy, maybe Mew? I should probably just thin out the Clefairy now, right? Possibly Mew. All right, cycle some pawns. Pawn cycling. Is this deck not Terrabox? Not when people say Terrabox, they do not mean this deck. But this deck is effectively Terrabox, I would say. But yeah, this deck is effectively Terrabox, but when people say Terrabox, they don't mean this deck. We just punching, right? I think 150. Ooh, 150 is pretty weak. That's fine though. Legacy seems pretty good here. What do we have in the discard pile here? We have a Terra Orb. I just punching seems just hit him for 150. Sure, why not? We're adding a monkey. I mean, it doesn't seem terrible. You have to just like play test games to see if how often it comes up. But yeah, it wouldn't be bad to have a monkey in here. This is effectively Terra Box. I would call this Ogre Box, so actually. No, I would call this Ogre Box. This is definitely Ogre Box, not Terra Box. To distinguish it from Terra Box. Not all decks are different. All decks are different, but they might share gameplay mechanics. Not saying Ogerpon is the same as Lost Box, but I think it's not unreasonable to group decks based on mechanics. Sure, I just don't. Yeah, I'm not against doing that. I just don't do that. Like when I think about the game, I'm never like, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like maybe, I don't know. Maybe partly has to do with me. Like I don't feel like I'm overly drawn to like a certain archetype of deck either in any way. Or styles of decks. I just like playing Pokemon. We're doing... Yeah, I should not have played this. I should have just held it, but... 120, 150, 180. So I need one more here. I could attach a prism. So I kind of want to cycle off this guy and then maybe put the prism here. Unless I just miscalculated, but I don't think I did. $120, $150, $180, yeah. Yeah, Monkey Dory definitely doesn't seem bad in here. But the deck is like, this deck is like a, if it comes up, that means we're in trouble, I feel like. If Monkey Dory comes up as a possible play, that usually means we're probably in trouble. Because this is like a prize race deck, like, for the most part, with like a couple gimmicks for like potential comeback. But it's like trying to draw, it's like a 2-2-2 deck for the most part. Or draw one, your opponent whiffs, or Legacy gets involved for the prize trade to go in our favor. But I feel like it gets like, the matchup where it would matter the most would be like Dragapult, and it just like shouldn't come up. Yeah. Would you consider Lily's Pearl in this build? Probably not. It'd just be too hard to find. Unless you play like a thicker count, like 2. If you play 2 Pearl, it doesn't seem terrible, but playing Pearl is just like a pretty low value card, I think, overall. So it's probably not worth playing. Honestly, one card that this deck doesn't play that would actually be really, really good would be a Badoo for the Raging Ball matchup. Being able to go second against Raging Ball and then Badoo them would just be really, really good. Because I think we probably, in the Raging Ball matchup, we probably have to pick first. Yeah, against Raging Ball, we have to pick first. And then either have Iron Bundle on the active or hope they whiff the 2-prize knockout. So if we're trying to make our Raging Ball matchup better, then we probably want that, to be honest. Oh, shoot. What the heck just happened? Is that legal? They just candy Dragapult on Fair Stamp? Oh, wait, their deck can do that. Yeah, that's true. I consider I usually pick second versus Raging Ball. That seems rough. If you can't find, like, it sounds like your win condition is literally finding Legacy Energy, which does not sound like a fun win condition. I got him Fair Stamped. I could thin out of the deck, though. Well, I don't really want to do this, actually. I shouldn't have done that. If I draw into Mew, or Nest Ball for Mew, then I don't really want that card in my hand. Oh, but what if I draw into Ultra Ball now? I guess I just kind of screwed myself. It's alright, we're chilling. Match should be able to punch the active and win, basically, right? Oh, hold up. Wait, hold on. If I punch them, they have 5 prize cards. They can't draw 5 prize cards in a single turn, right? No. It could make things really awkward for me, though, with like double Monkey Dory next turn. I only have 1 Luminous left. What are we doing? 180? Oh, but they can't attach active and attach to a Monkey Dory. Sure. I was thinking about like changing this to Waterfall and sniping this guy, but I think just punching the active heart is probably better actually. Is Iron Hands him right on the way to beat Grim? Hopefully take 4 and then clean up with Zekrom. Something like that, yeah. Or just set up 2 Iron Hands and draw all 6 with them. It can be really hard. If you set up a bunch of Iron Hands and you kill their Frostlass, it's really hard for Grimmshark to KO your Iron Hands aggressively, so you can just like double Iron Hands them to win games pretty easily. Lucha can take out both Ogerpons. I mean, they would need double counter catcher Halucha. Sure, I mean, I guess. Yeah, if they got it like that, they got it like that. I guess I could have attached to the water pawn instead. No, I doesn't really play around at that actually that well. Yeah, if they got that, they got that. In your experience, what are the roguest matchups for this deck? Roughest matchup. In my experience, there's no rough matchups, but I haven't played against everything yet. They didn't need counter catcher. Oh, because they have Monkey Dory as well. No, you're right. Yeah, they can KO both Ogerpons. They just need Halucha plus counter catcher. Halucha 1 counter catcher. Yeah, true. I forgot about Monkey Dory. In my experience, I've not hit any matchup that has felt bad. But theoretically, it seems like Raging Bolt's bad. Yeah. Dual Box sounds tough. That actually matchup sounds weird. If they commit to Pikachu, you can go into Ogerpon. And they can't use Iron Hands. If they go into Miraidon, you can... it should be unfavorable. Yeah, what if they just set up... what if they just set up 2 Miraidons? How do we deal with that? Guardy is the worst matchup, not close. What? Guardy? We got Water Pawns. That doesn't do anything? That's not enough? Dude, the pawns aren't enough? Box is free. Corner early. Force them to set up hands. And Teal Mask it. What happens if they just... What happens if they don't set up hands and they just set up... Well, I don't have the Bravery Charms anymore, to be honest. The Bravery Charms actually probably do sound pretty good. If they just set up Miraidon, that sounds super annoying. Like, if they put 2 energy on Miraidon, like, all right, go ahead. And you're like, shit. Board of Lone Corner is crazy. Bro, sure, if you just open corner. At this point, it sounds like you're cheating. What the heck? Ooh, this got weird. Actually, but they're like so far away from winning. It's not that weird. All right, start with this guy. Wait, do I have Iron Bundle left? No, I already used his ass. All right, respectable. You know, dude. All right, turn 1 Water Pond on the way. Let's get it. This one hits 200 into Flareon plus a Hoothoot. 1 price into 3 turn. Ooh, okay, so yeah, so you can play around the Briar at the end game. Ooh, dude, I'm coming for that Ralts, bro. That's fine. So we go bench, E-switch active here, attach, Squawk, I guess? Is that the best play? Is there a better play? I don't think so. Oh, what if Squawk's not in there? I guess I'd have to get Mew then if Squawk's not there. Alright, Squawk is here. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. That's the whole squad. Prize a boss. Prize an... Oh, did not prize an Iono. All the research are here. Penny got discarded. E-switch in hand. Prize a Nest Ball. Vessel 2 of those. 2 Night Stretcher, 2 Terra, 1. Just 4. Yep. Just 4 grass energy. Yep. It's fine. I'm not even worried. Honestly, that's probably optimal. Dude, losing both my Night Treasures sounds kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. That's okay, we get the E-switch here every time. Oh, okay, we're chilling. Good start, folks. Good start. Slow them down a little bit. Buy us some time. Hey, we only need to draw. We only get 6 prize cards. We need to get 6. That's the first 2. The response is gonna be what? Mind bend, bro. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We don't even have good prize cards to get here. It's just gonna be 2 grass energy. I've thought about third nitrogen if you're wanting a stronger neutral card. I like that. I kind of like that. Oh, look out, TM Devo. This might be like a reset up turn, to be honest. We might not actually be attacking this turn. We might just be like running around. Oh, hold on. We're sniping. What went to the bottom there? Nothing important, right? But, oh, shoot. They can item lock us here. Dude, that's cringe. Don't do that. Dude, don't do that, man. That's cringe. Oh, they're mind bending? Is this not the ocean? This is better. What the heck? Blooming is way better here. They're actually just trolling. I think I'm actually just gonna punch with an Ogerpon here. Wait, did I want to shuffle the deck? Yes. If I iron bundle, wait, dude, I'm gonna get cooked in this game for sure. And we'll see how things go. I actually kind of want to set up the third Ogerpon. I want the third Ogerpon here, actually, to be honest. Although that's kind of weird because then my bench kind of sucks. Alright, I don't know. Don't kill my Ogerpon, I guess, is my play or something like that. Just wait. Grass. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Winnable, winnable. Dude, Squawk being in play sucks. I mean, like, we have to play the Squawk, but it's so bad. I hate him so much. He's my... I probably should have benched Mew, to be honest. He's like my least favorite Pokemon in this deck. What was on the bottom? Some good cards, right? I guess I can use Artisan to shuffle the deck here, though. Should you have held off on attacking to see if you ionoed into Prism Mass to go into the pawn? Go into a pawn in the discard? There's already a pawn in the discard pile. But the chance that I draw that is just so low. Also, pawning that turn is not even that good because I don't even care the active monkey. I just sniped something off the bench. I don't think that's worth the resources. Oh, yeah, I forgot they could whiff. They're just so lucky. I forgot they could whiff. My name is... Alright, we're definitely shuffling the deck here. Delete the whole squad. Could get Iron Bundle. Doesn't make any sense to get Iron Bundle here, though. Wait, we're not done. I could get the other Grass Pawn here at this point. Probably getting Mew is more important, though. Higher value. Just do this. This is it. How many Iono have they played? 2? There's a decent chance I don't get Iono next turn. I could save the Iron Bundle for that reason. I probably attach the Prism Energy here. I could just go knock out actives. I go like Prism, knockout. Not benching Mew is like kind of sus though, because if they just have Iono, which is a pretty good chance that they have an Iono. All right, probably just bench this guy. All right, we're swinging. We're swinging. We're swinging and praying. I could have Iron Bundled there, to be honest. What would that have led to? That could have been interesting, I guess, if I had used Iron Bundle there. Yeah, there's a good enough chance that they have Iono there, I feel like. Because they could have Secret Box or an Iono. I was just one of those two, right? Secret Box or Iono there, and then they have the out, which is, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. 4 Grass Energy for prizes is crazy. It's not that ridiculous. Did I get a Grass Energy off the prize cards there? The first... Oh, you're saying me pulling my first 4 prizes being grass? Okay, there's the Iono, of course. I might have Jelly to the active to spread damage. What do you mean spread damage? If they move Jelly up in the active, though, I don't mind punching it with the Ogerpon. 4 in a row. Yeah, 4 in a row. That's a little interesting. A little interesting. Spicy 2 cards. We'll see. Maybe then they could send over the monkeys. Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Oh, did they just give me game? Dude, no one expects the Ogre's Mask, bro. No one's ready for the mask. Play so bad? I mean, they don't know about the... They definitely just don't know about the Ogre's Mask, though, which is fair. What's on End's plan in this list? Probably just not worth it. More Ogre's Masks would maybe always just be better, to be honest. Yeah, more Ogre's Masks would maybe always just be better. Wait, they didn't even KO the Ogerpon. I thought... Oh, wait, they can't. It's a Terra. Oh, my gosh. I thought their play for sure was KO my Ogerpon. But then, yeah, you can't Screamtail that. Maybe that was their plan, and then they realized, oh, shoot, it's a Terra Pokemon. Sniping for days, lads. Mudkip. Is it competitive? Yeah. Like you're playing, what are the good slash bad matchups? I don't know, whatever the good slash bad matchups are. I just play towards the Cruel Arrow out of this hand. It's got some good ones, it's got some bad ones. But I'm not gonna list all of them. It's like everyone was wrong that chocolate was the same as red velvet. Dude, literally, this is literally that all over again. Have you used the Fire Mask yet? Oh, I already read your question. Oh yeah, no Fire Mask on Fire Mask. Where'd you get this deck idea from? It is I don't know if he's still in chat. Matthew Hubbard's deck. He played it to top 64 finish, I think, at NAIC, and then most recently got second place in the I mean, putting a Prism on the active seems kind of like an L. But also, I don't have anywhere else to put it right now, so. I played the Fire Mask Atlanta. It is a brick. What is the attack cost on the Fire Mask? Is it fire double colorless? I guess the question is, what does that even KO for you more so than anything, right? We be out here sniping. No one can stop us. Honestly, this deck abuses Fez better than any other deck. The ultimate Fez abuser. How did the Moonlit Hill feel in Dango? I felt pretty good, to be honest. Was it for big basics and stage 1s? Doesn't it only hit stage 1s hard? Only one usable attack. And they have to swing into you first. Sometimes it was funny. I had a damage shield mask, Ogerpon, and swing Pult for 400, but too gimmicky, sadly. Wait, now I want to read this thing. What the heck? Is it called Fire Mask Ogerpon? No, what the fuck is the name of this thing? Ogerpon. But then, alright, let me find him. Oh, it does more damage for each damage counter on it. Oh, wait, I don't even hate that. Oh, Dynamic Blaze takes 3 fire? Bro, this thing is ass. But that Wrathful Heart, though. Hold up, hold up. Maybe we're cooking. Maybe we're cooking. Give it a thought. Give it a chance. Give it a try. All right, ready? Top deck. Earthen Vessel. Oh, it's... Ooh, it is... Oh, my... That's almost good. Wait, that's not even good enough anyways. Fuck. It's just never good enough. It's just never good enough. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. The problem with this hand is attacking with Waterpon is so good. Dude, why didn't they kill this? Couldn't they have Guardy killed it? They have Psychics in here. Wait, what? Why didn't they kill my Fez? What are they scared of? Pathetic. I only have one Waterpon. All right, we just have to hit double E-switch. We're just gonna hit double C. I'm done thinking about it. We're just gonna hit double E-switch. I'm not worried about it. Double E-switch on the way. Honestly, double Monkey KO here would be pretty gross. So. Dude, there's no E-switches here. What am I getting? I'm getting hacked. I'm being hacked right now. That's the only explanation for the situation. And I'm going to keep my research. Ready? It's going to be insane. This one. Oh, okay. Too many researchers. Too many. Chill. All right, E-switch. I can't even draw with this. All right, heads. I need something, bro. Gotta give me something here. Okay, all right. I need something here, man. I mean, we're definitely cooked in this one. Like, if they just attacked with Gardevoir last turn, we were probably cooked. Holy smokes. Not sure why they don't want to go up in prizes. Yeah. I mean, they're probably just afraid of something they just don't need to be. Yeah, they're probably like overthinking it for sure. Wait, with Prism Energy in the deck now... Well, no, I guess it was kind of the same with Luminous. I was gonna say, is there anything else we could play? But it should be about the same, right? Okay, now they're just like, they're playing normal now. Which they should have done last turn. How do I ever win? There's like no win con, right? Wait, what happens if I... No, because they have Monkey Dories. Corner Swing for a turn is probably the only hope. Oh, sure, we have Cornerstone that can match. Dude, that's so bad. But yeah, it might be the only play. But it's so bad. Actually, how much damage is on this? Oh, never mind. Oh, I only have one E-switch in here, so I have to get the mask to even get there. Holy. I have to mask. What could be like another play? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna use Iron Bundle. And they're gonna push up they're not gonna push up Pheasantipity. What am I saying? That's too hopeful. That's too hopeful. Yeah, I can't do anything about this either. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this guy. Oh, let me cook. Let me cook. Calm down. I'm gonna get boss. Okay. Good shit. Good shit. If I ever Iono anymore this game, it's possible. Let's get some variety. That teal dance. Wait, I need Ursaluna. Thank you. All right, appreciate it. I'm only like oh, I haven't even played a supporter yet. What the heck? Oh, I need to play this. All right, chilling. All right, we got him. We got him. We're making it work. Well, they have Monkey Doors, so they should move all the damage back to my side. But we have Ursaluna, so I can get Ursaluna set up, and then Ursaluna can KO this. Oh, chill, chill, chill. The cruel arrow. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Some mobility on my, like having Latios on my bench would have been nice, to be honest. But we had to use Fez to get to this point, so. Oh, true. I can just teal mask if they put energy on it. And then I get to save my Ursaluna for their... Alright, we just research it. We just need to see stuff. Who cares? They don't got it like that. $120, $150. I had the Ursh KO, but I don't want to Ursh KO. I want to KO with the Ogerpon, right? Yeah, I want the Ogerpon knockout here for sure. Pawn goes crazy. What about a 1/1 line of the new Zoroark? No. Yes. Yes! We actually have the KO right now, right? I believe so. 121.50. Dude, that emote, bro. Hang on, I got 121.50 plus 60 knockout, 150. But I want to be able to KO this. I want to be able to threaten this at the same time. So I go teal mask here. That emote is so funny. Wait, how much am I doing? 150, 180? Let me get rid of this guy at this point. Screw you, buddy. Screw you. Do 180, but I need to also set up Ursaluna potentially as well. So I just leave it like this. Oh, actually, I could turn this into a... but having the flexibility of the option of this guy is also a thing. Like, also could lead to a play, I guess. I think I just go retreat into this and then just 40. Wait, did I just do the math wrong? 150, 180. Oh, I did do it wrong. Okay. You have Wellspring with Mask, though. What if they KO my active Ogerpon with Drifloon or Screamtail? Right? I feel like the flexibility has to make sense, right? Or if they KO my active with... No. If they KO my active with Guardy. Any boss left? We have one boss left. I need to like top deck an Ultra Ball though, because this hand obviously just kind of sucks. I think it's unlikely we win this. It's not impossible. They can't win this turn as well. My opponent cannot win this turn. Yeah, we just honestly in this matchup you just have to be like ruthlessly aggressive. I think our win condition is literally just being ruthlessly aggressive, and then the only cute play we can do is like we can sob or sob something to like slow the game down. We should play for the big plays every single time. Boss kill Clefairy for the win with Ursulina. Yes. Okay, they are screamed. Oh, they're gonna scream tail our Fez here for sure. But that's why I kept the Night Treasure. Wait, they can't do that. Well, they can do that. I'm not gonna tell them they can't do that, but I don't think they should do this. Wait, what else would they be? Okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay, this means... Oh, no. Well, now I have to play for the boss. I can't play for the water... No, I can play for the water pawn, actually. I can play for the boss or the water pawn. Wait, we have it all. Wait, I actually have I just have game. What am I saying? I literally have game. Yeah, because I have the water pawn guaranteed and the way to retreat. I was like, wait, I can't retreat. But no, I can retreat. Holy smokes, folks. Oh, I also had Night Treasure for Latias. Yeah, good point. Wait, where's my second water pawn? Oh, is he prized? Dude, I swear it was in there. I swear it was in the discard pile. No, I just lose. Dude, I swear it was in the discard pile. I swear. Night Treasure for Teal Mask? Oh, true. Dude, I swear it was there. What the heck? Okay, so I just need to rip boss off this. Right? Is that my win con? Rip boss? Sure. I don't know if it matters which one I put this on. I don't think it does. Dude, I'm not very lucky. 5 energy. Load up, KO. Oh, can they actually win next turn? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played that. Wait. Wait, if I KO this, they... Fudge. I almost want all the energy trapped on their active, right? I just don't know what they're playing. They're down both counter catcher, though. Can I just swing? Monkey Dory 1. Monkey Dory 3's in the discard pile. Well, but they have all their recovery left. So if I reset this... Double Monkey KO with Clefairy? That's fine. I'm just gonna swing. I don't know. They have four prize cards left. If they double Monkey... I guess they can... Now they can triple Monkey plus Clefairy? Yeah, maybe it's just correct. It was incorrect to swing there. You had win, energy double E-switch attach with new, ha ha ha. Oh my gosh, you're right. I misplayed. Holy shit. Oh my. I can't believe I didn't see this play. I guess they win with... I probably shouldn't have KO'd there, to be honest. I probably should have not KO'd. KOing was probably incorrect. Pass, yeah, I think pass was the best option. I agree. I think passing was correct there. But also, Well, if they have to win this turn. If they don't win this turn, they have to have game. But I'm actually... Oh, no. I was like, the only thing that makes sense is that they're about to throw. Let's go. I was like, this makes no sense unless